Hey everybody, it's Kevin from EnhDme.com, your online home care medical specialist. This week I told my story of my why I got into caregiving, and it really made me go back in my mind and think about being a male caregiver and meeting someone that I really look up to in this realm. I was speaking at an event in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was out to lunch with some friends, other home care agency owners. And from across the room, I saw someone that I've been following since I've been a kid, always loved his movies, Danny Trejo. And like people were milling around him, talking about movies, Machete and Breaking Bad and all kinds of stuff. But again, I'm a home care nerd. So I knew Danny Trejo from his movies, obviously. But I also knew something else about him. He himself was a family caregiver, had actually been helped people during hospice, had people pass at his home. He is a huge advocate for family caregivers, and he did a program, a couple videos that you could look up called "Tougher Than Tough," about talking about the unsung hero of the family caregiver, the male that has to step in and take care of a loved one. And I just went over to him very nicely. Again, I want to be respectful of people's personal space, and I just said, "Excuse me, Mr. Trejo." And he looked up at me and I said, "I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for the program that you did with AARP and, making people aware of male caregivers. And I'm one of them. And I'm here at an event with hundreds of home care agency owners. This Hollywood icon, this legend stood up and embraced me. And his son actually took that picture of him and I together." I was overwhelmed, man. I was texting all my friends. I was so excited. But he was kind enough to stop eating his lunch and walk over and talk to every single home care agency owner and caregiver that was with us. That's a true story. And I just like, there's nothing you can say about this man. Like he is a hero to me. There are so many male caregivers out there. There are so many unsung heroes, male and female. Family caregivers are heroes to me. But it's just really nice to see someone like Danny Trejo, who is this icon of TV and screen. Um, in the real life, he is a massive, massive caregiver advocate. So I don't know if you're aware of that, but I just wanted to let people know. Danny Trejo is an amazing person and he does amazing work, a lot of charity work. And that's basically it. I just wanted to share that little bit of a story of how I met Danny Trejo and his work with family caregivers. And I'm going to be telling more stories. I've had the honor of handing out the National Family Caregiver of the Year award twice for the Home Care Association of America. I've met caregivers, amazing caregivers from coast to coast. And again, there's so many people on TikTok and social media that get famous for lip syncing songs and eating hamburgers and, doing silly dances. But there's so many caregivers that are on this site that I'm going to be seeking out to tell their stories because honestly, they're the heroes. These are the people. These are the people that we should be looking up to and lifting up because they are doing work that is so very hard, but so very important. So if you know a great caregiver, if you're a family caregiver, if you'd like your story to be told, please reach out to me. I would love to tell your story and let other people know what it is that you do and what keeps you going. Everybody needs to know the stories of the family caregivers. Again, at some point, you're either going to be one or you're going to need one. So it's important that we celebrate the caregivers amongst us. I'm Kevin from EnhDme.com.